Have a nice day to all. I'm Rosie S. Idano, assigned to report the quantitative approach and qualitative approach. Under the topic, the research strategies. First, we are going to discuss what is quantitative approach and when this originated. So quantitative social research was originated by the progress of the natural sciences in the 19th century. Such a progress was set out by social researchers who adopted at that time what was called the scientific method in their investigations. These are now the main characteristics of quantitative research, or its recognizable feature. Number 1, using numbers. It is the most important feature of quantitative research. Naturally, all quantitative researchers are centered around numbers. Or in this research, it uses experiments or observations recorded as numbers and not in words. Number 2, prior categorization. Because the use of numbers already dominates the data collection phase, the work required to specify the categories and values needs to be done prior to the actual study. Number 3, variables rather than cases. Quantitative researchers are less interested in individuals than in the common features of groups of people. For number 4, statistics and the language statistics. This is the most salient of quantitative research. For number 5, standardized procedures to assess objective reality. Quantitative researchers have sought to eliminate any individual-based subjectivity. And lastly, for number 6, quest for generalizability and universal laws. Numbers, variables, standardized procedures, statistics, and scientific reasoning are all parts of quantitative quest for facts that are generalizable. These are now the strengths of quantitative research. It is systematic, rigorous, focused, and tightly controlled, involving precise measurement and reliable and replicable data. And the weaknesses. The opponents of this view that quantitative research as overly simplistic, decontextualized, reductionist in terms of its generalization, and fails to capture the meanings that actors attain to their lives and circumstances. Let us now proceed to qualitative approach. We are talking about quality, meaning we are expecting that the response of this research will no longer be a number, and thus are now its main characteristics. Number 1, emergent research design. The emergent research design means a qualitative research study is kept open and fluid so that it can respond in a flexible way to new details or opinions that may emerge during the process of investigation, or in short, it provides urgent action of giving ideas or opinions. Number 2, the nature of qualitative data. Qualitative research works with a wide range of data, including interviews, documents, and even images. For number 3, the characteristics of the research setting. Because of the qualitative approach, nature that seeks to describe social phenomena as they occur naturally. And qualitative research takes place in natural setting without any attempts to manipulate that situation under study. For number 4, insider meaning. Qualitative research is concerned with subjective opinions, experiences, and feelings of individuals. For number 5, small sample size. Qualitative research typically relies on the necessity to use smaller samples of participants. Lastly, for number 6, interpretive analysis. Qualitative research is fundamentally interpretive, which means that the research outcome is ultimately the product of the research subjective interpretation of data. These are now the strengths of qualitative approach. It is very useful for making sense of highly complex situations and effective way of exploring new uncharted areas. And its weaknesses. For the opponents, this approach is not comprehensive since it lacks methodological rigor and appears to be unprincipled and fuzzy. To widen our knowledge about quantitative research and qualitative research, these are now its differences. For number 1, in quantitative research, it uses experiments, observations recorded as numbers or statistics, while in qualitative research, it uses observations, descriptions, or words. For number 2, in quantitative research, the data can be measured accurately, while in qualitative research, the data can be observed and not measured. For number 3, in quantitative research, sample population is large or it requires many respondents, while in qualitative research, the sample population is small or it requires few respondents. For number 4, in quantitative research, it uses multiple choice questions, while in qualitative research, it uses open-ended questions. Lastly, for number 5, in quantitative research, it uses tools like Excel in analyzing data, while in qualitative research, it uses content analysis or thematic analysis. That's all. Thank you so much.